Hey LEGO fans, and welcome back to NB Bricks. It's Maya, and today we are looking at this new MOC that I've named the Summoning. This MOC is placed on a 48 by 48 base plate and took me about 3 weeks to complete. It started with the idea of a waterfall and cliffside with some sort of building eventually on top. After completing the staircase leading up the mountain with the two large statues at the base, I knew it had to be a building of importance, such as a temple. From there, my ideas expanded into an abandoned temple and used to practice witchcraft. This scene is set in the early 1700s after the witch trials in 1692 and 1693. Even though the witch trials ended years ago, they are still afraid of being prosecuted and have taken refuge in what was once a beautiful temple, now falling apart and forgotten over time. The entrance was once considered exquisite, with a luxurious staircase and an ornate statue on either side. Two large pillars on either side held up a grand arch decorated with carvings. It has since become overgrown with weeds and other large trees and plants. The path leading up to the staircase has broken apart, and the stairs themselves are not as sleek as they once were. The arch has slowly broken down, and nature has begun to take it over. Inside the temple shows 3 witches and an assortment of witchcraft materials. Not much remains of the temple, as the walls have all broken down, leaving the remnants of what were beautiful smaller arches in the back. One tall column still remains, topped with a gargoyle statue. The other column has since fallen, and you can see where it lays, the gargoyle settled beside it. The rest of the temple has also been slowly taken over by vines and greenery. The floor is falling apart and littered with debris. There are an assortment of books, cauldrons, and potion ingredients. One of my favorite parts of this MOC is the large bonfire I created in the middle of the floor. I used stud pieces with a hole to hold the flame pieces and attach them to the ground. I then loosely left reddish-brown bar pieces of different lengths randomly at the base to represent the wood feeding the fire. Just to the left of the fire, 2 witches are using their crafted summoning circle to conjure up the spirit appearing before them. I have used printed tile pieces from the official LEGO dice that came from the old LEGO game sets to create the circle. We can assume these witches are summoning the spirit of the being that used to own the skull the one witch is holding. The 3rd witch is just working on her own thing off to the side. I have created a few different styles of trees using the flexible tube pieces for the dark orange colored trees, brick-built trunks for the dark red and green trees, and simply a large bar piece for these smaller baby trees in the front. I then built up the landscaping with different foliage pieces and rock work around the waterfall. Oh, look at this spooky specter. Maybe that's why this place became abandoned. At least the witches don't seem bothered by it, since they are conjuring up their own spirits. And that completes our look at this MOC called The Summoning. I hope you have enjoyed what I built. Please consider subscribing for more content and hit the thumbs up button if you like this build. See you next time, and keep on building!